Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chanel. Hi guys, coming in and updating you. I finished yesterday actually. I finished Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Healer. I finished that yesterday. Yeah, this one. This was my first Jennifer Healer book. I was expecting good things for it, as I've heard loads of people talking about her book, saying her books are really good and everything like that. And I kind of did have some sort of high expectations for this one, and guys, this one sort of, kind of disappointed me. Yeah, I rated this one 3 stars. 3 stars. It really did disappoint me, and yeah. The story was just confusing to me. I think it's mainly because I listened to it mainly on audio and I didn't have the physical book in front of me, so I couldn't really follow along. But with the flashbacks and the timeline, and they're all going back in time to the past, it was all confusing and it just kept on getting muddled up, and I didn't know who was talking, if this was the present, if this was the past. I was like, what is going on? I am confused here. But yeah. So yeah, I was kind of clueless all the way through what was happening. It was a little bit boring, to be totally honest. It did start boring me. The beginning of it was quite good. The first couple of chapters was really good. It was really interesting with the first couple of chapters. I'll say about the first 5 chapters was quite interesting, and then after that it's when it got really confusing and boring to me. And there are trigger warnings in this for child abuse and also rape and abuse, normal abuse as well. And yeah, that doesn't sit right with me. I can't read that sort of stuff. It really makes my stomach turns and I don't like it. So I kind of put myself through this to read it because it was my first book and I wanted to see what it was like to read one of Jennifer Healer books. And yeah, it wasn't good. It just wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. But I don't know what to say about this, just that it wasn't good. I rated it 3 stars. That's that. But if you do know any other Jennifer Healer books that I should read and you think might be okay for me, then let me know down below in the comments. I'd very much appreciate that. I would. But yeah, other than that, I'm still reading All the Lies by St. Abbey. That is the 4th book in the Mindfuck series. I know I'm still halfway through and I haven't finished the last 50%. Hopefully I can do it in a minute after I've done this check-in part. Hopefully I can. And then I've also want to start reading this as well. I've got my bookmarking it ready to start. This is If I Stay by Gayla Foreman. So yeah, this is a book that I've been wanting to read. I've just been seeing it advertised there, and this was you know, like you get them different things like based on your zodiac signs and stuff like that. And basically for one of the books for Libra, because that's what I am, a Libra, and this was one of the books that was recommended to me, and I did think this one sounded interesting, and yeah, I wanted to pick it up. I like, I've heard of the like movie of this that this is made into. I never seen the movie. Never read a book, so there you go. And this is where I've got this one that I've picked up from the charity shop. This is only 210 pages. And it's got like a special, like it's got at the back here, it's got like an interview bit here going through at the back here, an interview sort of thing, and then it's also got a what did I say, and then you've got the first 1 or 2 chapters here of the next book. So yes, like I know that there's another book of this because it literally tells you there on the back, so I know there's another book for in this series. Hopefully I will like this, and yeah, it just says here, a cold February morning, a snowy road, and suddenly all of Maya's choices are gone, except one. As alone as she'll ever be, Maya must make the most difficult choice of all. And that's it. That's all it says on the back. Haunting, hot, reddening, and unlimitedly life-affirming. If I stay, will make you appreciate all that you have, all that you've lost, and all that might be. It actually says in the back here, obtain exclusive interviews with the stars of the film. So probably the two main people in this book has got interviews with the author, with Gayla Foreman, and also the stars as well. It is. So yeah, I am very interested in reading this. I am, so yeah, definitely gonna be giving this a go in a minute. Let's read and finish All the Lies first of all. I will, and then I will jump in there. And yeah, but that's it for read them so far. Yeah, I haven't been doing much, not much, except from still setting up my reading journal. Yeah, I know it takes me a little while to do my journal and stuff, because I don't like getting things wrong, especially with like my art stuff. And when I'm drawing, with my drawing, I always take my time and I go as slow as I possibly can so that I don't make a mistake. That's just me. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how it's all turned out so far. I've still got a couple more pages left to set up. One of the pages I can't fully complete at this moment. I will only be able to do like the title page for it, but that's about it. I would have to wait until probably the last week of December before I can even finish that page, just because I know that I will end up getting more books from here until the end of the year, and they might be wanting to go on to this particular page, so I'm just going to wait and see what books I've got that I want to read, and then they can go on to this page. But that page can't be completed not until the last week of December. So yeah. But other than that, that's all I've got. So I'm going to go now and get on with my reading, and hopefully check in with you guys in a minute, in a couple of hours. Maybe. Well, it's 9:15 here at the moment. 9:15 p.m. in the UK. So yeah, it shouldn't take me that long. Knowing that the chapters are very short, and this series is really intriguing and it really does draw you in, I should be able to fly through the list this last half. So I might come back in around midnight, maybe, if I can read it by then, or whenever I finish it. Anyway, I will come back in straight away so that you know my thoughts straight away. So yeah, I will see you in a minute. Bye. Hi guys, coming in and catching up with you. Yeah, I finished the 4th book in the Mindfuck series. I rated it 4 stars, and yeah, these books are getting better and better with every book. They really are. I absolutely love them so much. Yeah, so in this one we found out more information about Lena's past, and we ended up discovering loads of dark secrets. Yeah, that was fun. There was more gruesome stuff happening in this one as well, so that was fun to read about. And yeah, this one so far, I think out of the 4 that I've read so far, I would have to say that this one is my favourite one. I would have to say, I believe. Is it my favourite one? Yeah, I would have to say that this is my favourite one actually, out of all of them so far. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I really am enjoying it so much. But there's one thing with this one that I hated. And oh geez, oh dear, Logan, oh Logan disappointed me so much in the ending of the 4th book. He disappointed me. The way that he acted, and yet the way that he behaved towards Lena in the end of the 4th book was, it just, no, it ripped my heart out. And yeah, it's literally ripped my heart out and made me cry. The end of this book did. And yeah, it is sad. It did rip my heart out and made me cry. It really did. And yes, I'm not happy with Logan at the moment. Not happy with him at all. So he has to redeem himself, basically, in the 5th and final book. Hopefully he can redeem himself. But yeah, so far he's not doing a good job. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I read the 4th book. Great. I did also start the 5th book as well. After writing my thoughts up on Goodreads, I did end up writing my review for it, for the 4th book, and then I literally did go and start the 5th book straight away, so I did end up reading some of the book. I only read about 20-ish% last night. I did, and then I went to bed, obviously. But yeah, I ended up going to bed. But I have read some more. I've only read up to 30% so far. Yeah, Logan still hasn't redeemed himself, and he is trying to make it right and redeem himself. He is at the moment, he's in limbo at the moment. He's in between the right thing to do for him. Like, obviously he's always been on one side of the law, what is put bad guys away, save innocent people, right? But now he's like, I don't know which side to go with. Like, Lena's doing something good here. Yes, okay, she is killing people, but she's also killing people that are nasty, horrible people that aren't innocent. So she's basically saving millions of innocent people by killing these horrible people. So Logan's now like, my mind's going for this way, but my heart wants to go this way, and he's like a battle between them two now. And oh yes, I would like to know which way he goes, because his teammate in this, Leonard, I believe, he's basically on Lena's side, and also Hadley is on Lena's side as well. So yeah, so we have to see what Logan will decide to go for, but hopefully, I really want this to end with a happy ending. I really do. I want Logan to go, yes, okay, I agree with you, Lena. Lena's doing the right thing, and hopefully some sort of happy ending can happen. But I've got a feeling someone is going to die, and it's gonna rip my heart to pieces. And I really don't want it to be Logan, and I really don't want it to be Lena, especially Lena. But we will see what will happen. But yeah, and a interesting development has happened with Hadley and Jake. Yeah, Jake is Lena's friend from 10 years ago. He's still friends with her, and he did have a crush on her brother. So yeah, Jake is bi, and so is Hadley, and there's an interesting development that's just happened between them that I've just read. So that was out of the blue. I was not expecting that at all, but yeah. Lane also, let me think here. Right, yeah, loads of interesting things are starting to happen, and we are starting to get information about what happened 10 years ago with what happened to Lena and her brother, and also what happened to her father. Yeah, so Lena already knows who the killer was 10 years ago. The one that was killing the women 10 years ago, that her father got blamed for, but it wasn't her father. So now I want to know who it is. I've got 2 ideas of who it could be, but yes, yeah, I'm thinking that it might be the sheriff that is the killer, or my gut instincts is telling me that it is Johnson, the FBI agent that was there 10 years ago covering up everything. So I do believe that it might be Johnson, because I just get a bad feeling from that person. Like, I really do. So yeah, I can't wait to continue reading the fifth book. Yeah, the fifth book, I didn't tell you what the fifth book is called. The fifth book is called Paint It All Red. So yeah, I can't wait to continue and finish that one. With If I Stay by Gayla Foreman, I haven't actually started reading this yet. It's still bookmarked at the first page. So yeah, I haven't started reading that. I might read some of this in a minute. Yeah, I might get comfy in bed and start reading some of that in a minute. I might do. But yeah, that's about it with my check-in for now, guys. Yeah, so I'm going to go and get comfy and read some of this, I believe. Yeah, I am. I'm going to read some of that, and then I might come back and do a check-in after reading a couple of pages or a couple of chapters of it. I'm not that sure yet. We will see what I end up doing. So I will see you later on. Bye! Hi guys. Yeah, as you can see, I'm out and about, not reading today. Out at the beach with fun with my family.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Probably getting a lot of sunburn.
Yeah, probably, most likely. But yeah, I'm going to let you enjoy the nice scenery of the beach, and I might go into the little bookshop that's down here as well. So yeah, I will see you later on. Bye. See if I can do something. Oh, it's gone blue now, so I'm changing colour. Oh, that'll do. It was a bit too bright. Right, yeah. If I Stay by Gayla Foreman. Yeah, I am currently still reading this. Haven't made much process in it. I am on page 34 at the moment. It's okay at the moment. Knowing that I've just recently DNF'd a book with the same sort of like thing that happened, it's kind of making me not want to read this. Where we've got our person, our main character here, Maya. She's basically was in a car accident and her body has completely shut down, but her conscience is still awake, and she's like, yeah, she can still hear everyone, and yeah, she's kind of having like an out of body conscience sort of like moment at the moment going through this. Like she's yeah, you know, like she's like there, she's trying to talk and everything, but no one can hear her and everything. And yeah, yeah, I'm not really sure about this. Like, it is good, it does seem okay. It's just that I don't know if I want to continue reading it at the moment because of the book that I just recently DNF'd, because it's kind of reminding me of that one. So I'm not that sure yet with how I'm going to go with this. But that's that. But yeah, like Maya's like thinking. So basically, Maya's whole family is all like musical, like, and everything. So they like their music and everything, but they like their rock music. Maya is the only one that likes classical, and she's the only one that wants to go down the classical route of learning music. What her family doesn't really like that, but they are also there and supporting her, even though that's her choice. But they would rather her go down the rock side, but they're fine with their daughter going down the classical side. But the thing is, with Maya, from that and also other stuff, now Maya's thinking that she might be not related to her family because she's the only one there that has blonde hair and green eyes or blue eyes, and her mum, dad and also little brother has all got dark hair and brown eyes. So she's thinking that she might have been adopted or something like that, because she doesn't like rock music. Her appearance is completely different from what her family it looks like. So yeah, she's a bit worried about that. But yeah, loads of other stuff. Not much has happened. Like, you got like introduced to Maya about why she likes classical music and everything, and then it just went to the car accident, Maya being outside of her body, and that's it. That's all I've got to at the moment. So I'm not that sure if I'm going to continue this or not, but I will think about it and I will let you know later on. With the Kindle book that I'm reading at the moment, what is the last book in the Mindfuck series, what is 24hr Red. I'm still reading that, haven't finished it yet. I will be finishing it soon, hopefully. But yeah, hopefully I can finish it soon, but because that is so good, so good, so good. It is. God, it is so good. Yes, Logan still has to redeem himself from the 4th book, that's for sure. Everything that's happening is great at the moment. Like, Lena is going for it in this last book. Like, the last book is the end game. Like, she is pulling out all the stops, all the gruesome crimes and everything, and I just absolutely love it. And I also want to know who is the murderer that happened, the serial killer that was going around 10 years ago. As dad, Lena's dad, Lena's dad got blamed for it, but obviously it wasn't him. So I want to know who the serial killer was around then. I've got my ideas of who it could be, and I want to know if I'm right, but I haven't came across that part yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, yeah, let me just go and get something very quickly, and then I can do the next part to do. I probably most likely won't be putting this in a video, like in a yeah, this next part of these books that I'm going to talk about, I probably won't be putting them in like a dedicated video. It's just going to be left in this vlog. So the other day I went out shopping, And you know what happened? I picked up some books. Oh yes, I did. I have got here Anxious People by Frederick Backman. I've been wanting this for a while. Yep, I've been wanting this for a while now. This just seems so good, and I do also want to read some more of these other books as well. I think there's Bear Town that I want to read, and also I think there's one called A Man Called Ovi or something like that. That seems really good, and yeah, I want to read that as well. So yeah, this one I have actually forgotten what this is all about, but I do know that I want to read it. I think this is about a apartment block. Yeah, I think this is about an apartment building, and I think someone breaks in, a robber breaks in, and he holds everybody hostage there, I believe. That's all I can really think about it at the moment. I don't know what else happens or what else it's about, but except from that, I can't be bothered to read the blurb of the book to find out. I know I could, but I really can't be bothered at the moment because I'm tired and I've got a headache. So yeah, that's the first book that I've got here. Next book that I've got is The Long Weekend by Gilly Macmillan. This is a thriller book. This one I've heard nothing about. I haven't heard this one being mentioned at all. So it says here, 3 couples, 2 bodies, 1 no one. It's what I'm like when I'm thingy. Yeah, so it'll all be a new experience for you boys. You better run and hide. So this one says, by the time you read this, I'll have killed one of your husbands. In an isolated retreat in the Northumberland moors, 3 women arrive for a weekend getaway. Their husband will be joining them in the morning, or so they think. When they get to Darkfell Barn, the women find a discovering a devastating note that claims one of their husbands has been murdered. Now they are stranded with their phones out of range and no Wi-Fi. Friendship fractures as the situation spins wildly out of control. Betrayal comes in many forms, and this group has kept one another's secrets for far too long. Like, I probably didn't do this no justice at all, but yeah, it does sound quite interested, and I'm interested in reading it. So this one. Okay, and today, as you can see, I went down to the beach from the little bee footage that you just saw before all of this. Yeah, we are Friday, just to let you know. And I ended up going into the little bookshop like I said I was, and I did end up coming out with a little bag for books. I'm so happy. So yeah, let's go across these books. So I've got a classical book here, and that is Little Women. Like, look at this cover, like, it's just so pretty, so pretty. And I really want to read this. I do, because I want to watch the movie. I do. I want to watch the movie with Emma Thompson, is it? Yeah. Anyway, I know that I want to watch the movie of this, and I want to read this first before watching the movie. So yeah, I'm very interested in reading this, and this is a very pretty edition. So yes. Next book that I've got here is Never Let Me Go by Kazu Ishiguro. There you go. I don't know. I'll probably do that no justice. But yeah, I've been wanting to read his books for a while now. Been wanting to. The main book that I want to read is Clara and the Sun. That's it, Clara and the Sun. That's the one I want to read mainly. But I saw this one, I thought, why not pick it up and give it a go? It's just a little short book, like it's under 300 pages. I can easily read this, and why not? And it's a Japanese writer, so I'm very interested in reading this, and it also expands my POC, and also different authors that aren't just English and from Britain and America, because that's what I mainly got. So I'm very interested in getting to this one and reading it. Okay. And the last book that I've got here is a medium grey book. I've got The Highland Falcon Thief by M.G. Leonard and Sam Segman. I don't know if you can see this. Maybe like this. Here you go. But I know that this is the first book in the Adventures on Trains series. I know that Gavin has read this, and also Steph as well, and I believe they both said that it was really good, and I do like this, and it is fun to read. So I'm very interested in getting to reading this. And also I like books that have got adventures, like with trains and boats on. Like they're on a boat and they're on a train, and they like going somewhere, and they're like isolated on that, like either on the boat or a train, and like they have to go on an adventure there from that. And yeah, I just like it all. Like, this is sort of like a mystery adventure, so I'm very interested in reading this. I am very interested. So yes. And that's all out of that bag. They did give me a little card from it. This is what it is, and this is where I went. Hopefully you can see that. I went down to Herne Bay, that's down in Kent, if any of you are interested. And then they gave me a bookmark for the Sisters of the Lost Marsh by Lucy Strange. I do actually want this book, I do, as it seems interesting, and I also want to get some of the other books as well, so yes. But they are all of the books that I've got, and all of my updates for my readings for so far. So I'm going to go now and most likely continue reading, and then I will be back with you tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to try my best to finish one of the books that I've got now, what is most likely going to be the last book in the Mindfuck series, the 5th book, what is Paint It All Red. as I'm not nearly finished that. I am, so I'll probably finish that. As tomorrow we start the 24-hour readathon for Faes and Gays. That is run by Sandra, and I cannot remember the other people's names, but I will leave them all down below anyway, linked. So yeah, I'm excited to start my TBR that I've got set for that. I've got loads of little graphic novels and middle grades and very easy books to read, but yeah, I'm gonna try my best to read as many of these books as I possibly can for this 24-hour readathon. I've got 6. Well, I did 2. I've did a video anyway for this. What you probably won't see this not until after this 24-hour readathon anyway. But anyway, I have 2 books set out for each prompt. So I've got 2 books for each prompt, and so that it gives me options to choose which book to read. What I'm hoping to do is try and read all 6 books. That's what I want to do. If I don't, that's fine. If I only read 3 books, like 1 for each prompt, I'm fine with that. But that's what I mainly want to do. So yeah, I'm going to stop blabbling now, and I'm going to go and get some reading done, and yeah, I will see you later on. Bye. Hi guys, coming in and checking with you. We are now Saturday. We've just gone 9 o'clock here in the UK. 9 p.m. Yeah, we are now. That does mean that we are now in the 24-hour readathon for Faes and Gays. Have I started reading any books for that yet? No. Am I going to? Yes, I will do in a minute. But yeah, I'm just coming in here really quickly to say that I am DNFing this book. I'm DNFing If I Stay by Galen Foreman. I'm not reading it. I'm DNFing it. I just can't read it, so I'm getting rid of it. Easy as that. I am still reading. I'll put a picture here somewhere. Paint It All Red by St. Abbey, the last book in the Mindfuck series. So I haven't continued that yet. Yeah, I haven't continued that yet. And the book that I'm going to read for the first book I'm going to read for Faes and Gays 24-hour readathon is, I'll put a picture of it here again, is The Girl from the Sea. I cannot remember who it's by, but yeah, I'm gonna read this as a graphic novel. I don't have it physically, so I will be reading it on my tablet on Scribd, so yes. But yeah, that's all my update for my books at the moment, like reading wise. So yeah. I did end up going down to my local town today. So yeah, I did end up going down to Maidstone today, and I kind of got a present bought for me. Yeah, I've got a present bought for me, and I am so happy that I finally got this collection. I am so happy. I've been wanting it for a while. Well, these books in general, I've been wanting them books. I didn't mind which collection I had of them. I just wanted them, and this one was one collection that I like, or edition. There was other editions that I did like, and I would prefer it. But yeah, this is it's the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings collection. It has got all 4 books. It's got the Hobbit, the first book, the Lord of the Ring and the Fellowship of the Ring, Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, and Lord of the Rings, the Return of the King. So I am very happy to be getting this. I got it from the works. Yeah, somebody bought this for me. Yeah, my brother bought this for me in the works today. £15. What is okay, like this was 35, now went down to 15, what I think is quite good. But yeah, I am so happy to finally have these. I've been wanting these for so long now, and I've just been wanting to read this series for the longest of times, as I love the films. I absolutely love the films. So yeah, I definitely want to read these. I'm going to pull off this clean wrap foil wrapping now. It's been unwrapped. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. Let's see if I can get them out. Oh, I got one out. I got the Hobbit out, and then they'll all fall out, of course. I just want to see how long the Hobbit. There's a map. There's a map. I love maps. Oh, I love maps. Maps. So yeah, anyway, this is past the map. 282 pages, I was saying. So under 300 pages, very good. I'm very excited to read this. Like, I do like this. Like, I just love this cover. Like, just look at it. It's so pretty. So pretty. It's basic, and that's what I like. I like this. It's just plain and basic, and you've literally just got a nice scenery with a little birdie. But yeah, I like that. I really do like that a lot. So that's the Hobbit. The Fellowship of the Ring. Like this. This cover is gorgeous as well, with the mountains and yeah. Okay, the writing is bigger in The Hobbit, I must admit. The writing in this book is a little bit more tinier. But I do understand, like, that I know that the other editions of these books are huge. Like, they are really huge. So I understand if the writing is tiny, they had make it tiny to fit in this edition. Which is understandable. So I understand. So yeah. 407 pages. And then you get another tiny book, what is The Two Towers. Writing again is tiny. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I see what they've done here. Okay. Like, look at this cover. It's just gorgeous. I just love him. I just love the cover. Yep. Okay. Let's just index, like, what the hell? Well, that's the end of the 3 books. And this is just index. All that is just index then. And yeah, and maps. Wow. I'm interested in this. And this is the 4th book. Very pretty as well. Very pretty. So what they've done here is, with these 3 books, this is the size of the actual book. To be honest, this size. That's the size of the actual book. Like that. That's the size of it. It's huge. It's over 1,000 pages. That's for sure. I think it said 1,001. 1,100, I believe. Sorry. So yeah. Yeah. So basically, what they've done is book 1 or part 1 is the Fellowship of the Rings. Part 2, if you didn't know, part 2 is the 2 Towers, and part 3 is the Return of the King. So that's what they've done here. They split the 3 parts up into 3 books. So that's okay. I did have an idea that that was happening with the book, because I saw the book. I put a picture of it here anyway, of the book that I originally wanted. But the price for this one is a bit much. I cannot afford that. Neither can my family, so that's why I didn't ask for that. So that's why I'm happy that I've got these ones instead. But yeah, that's what I thought there was happening with all these editions that have like multiple books. I thought that it got split up in different books, like different parts into different books. That's what I thought. But yeah, I'm very happy to be getting these, and I've got them, and I'm so happy, and I can't wait to read them. I really can't. Yes, okay, I do know that these are fantasy. They are high epic fantasy. And I said that I don't like that sort of stuff, but some of it is okay. This I've been wanting for the longest of time, so I've been wanting this. So once I saw it in the works earlier on today, I just had to pick it up and get it. Like, I'm so happy and thankful to my brother for buying it for me, because yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy now. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy to be getting this. So yeah, very happy. Cannot wait to dive in and read these. I'm not going to tell you what these books are about. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this checking guide. I'm gonna go now and read my book. That is The Girl from the Sea. I'm going to read, and then I should hopefully be back to you in a minute, well, within an hour, because it won't take me that long to read it, as it's a graphic novel. So yeah, it shouldn't take me that long to read. I normally can read graphic novels within an hour, so I'll probably be back by then. So it's 9:30 now, so yeah, should be back soon. I'm gonna go now, and I will see you later. Bye. Hi guys, coming in and checking in with you. Yeah, we are Sunday, and we are still the start. No, we are still in the 24 hours for Faes and Gays readathon. We are. Yeah. Have I started reading the book? Yes, I have. Have I finished one? Yes, I have. So I am making some sort of process in this. Yeah. I will put a picture here of the first book that I read for this readathon, and that was The Girl from the Sea by Molly Knox Ostrag. I don't know, but there will be a picture here somewhere for you. Yeah, this it was okay. I rated it 3 stars. Yeah, it was okay. It was alright. It was adorable. It really was adorable. It was adorable. It didn't take me that long to read. It took me about 45 minutes or about that. Yeah, the artwork was okay. It was done. Yeah, the artwork was very done. Was well done, and it wasn't, the story and the artwork wasn't anything like spectacular or anything like that. It was enjoyable, that's for sure. But yeah, it was mainly cute, fun, and a very quick read to do. And yeah, it had sapphic in it. It was sapphic, but I was very happy about that it was sapphic. And yeah, I thought the little girl in it, so you got Morgan, who is our main character, and then you've got, I've already forgotten the girl's name, the girl from the sea's name. I thought she was a mermaid. No, she was not a mermaid. She was a silkins. That's it, a silkies. What is basically a sil that can transform into a human. So yeah, that's what this was. And this book was also about self-love, about loving you, like loving who you are, like don't change. Like, yeah, I like that part where it says like love who you are, do not change yourself or anybody else. Don't be afraid to like show your real self. Yeah, okay, there will be people that don't like it, but just blank them and get on with your life. Just don't have them sort of people in your life. Easy as that. Well, it ain't as easy as that, but I know that it's quite hard, but there you go. But yeah, other than that, it was a very quick, easy read, and I enjoyed it, and I rated it 3 stars. So yeah, that's the first book that I read for Faes and Gays readathon. I am currently listening to, I'll put another picture here, Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shauna McGuire. This is the third book in the Wayward Children series, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm just gonna move the camera over ever so slightly. There you go, that's better. Yeah, I'm listening to the third book in the Wayward Children series at the moment, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. I just love this series. So yeah, thank you. I believe it was Sasha that introduced this series, and I love it. I absolutely love it so much. So yes, thank you for introducing this series into my life, because I love it. The third book so far is about a girl called Rye, I believe, if I'm correct, and she's basically from this world that doesn't make sense. It's about this candy world, and she's got chucked out of this world, and she's landed in the world, and she basically is looking for her mother. Her mother has been in this series. She was mentioned in the first book. She was Siki, something like that. She was the crazy sugar girl in the first book. She was, and yeah, but that's when she was young. But no, this book's, yeah, so far she's landed in the world, and well, she's landed at the school, and she's trying to look for her mother, and she can't find her, and she's thinking that she's still there when she's actually not. She's actually dead. Like, she's like an older self, so an older version of herself, and she's died in the world, I believe. No, but I'm sure no, her mother got killed. Her mum was a little girl, and that, yeah, okay, so her mother is still, her skeleton is a little girl of her. Yeah, okay, yeah. I just had to remember them. But yeah, basically they are trying to figure out how she's like Rice thinking that she needs to bring back her mother back to life so that she can exist, because she is slowly disappearing from the world. So her hand is slowly disappearing, and her other hand is as well. And it's where I've got up to so far, it's also starting on her feet now. So she's lost both of her hands, and she's now losing her feet. So yeah, that's great. And we are basically going through so now they're going on an adventure through trying to go through other worlds, so that they can try and find parts of her mum that has been scattered around different worlds, so they can bring her back to life. And yeah, it's interesting. It's not as, so far I would say it's not as interesting as the first or second book. I'm thinking at this moment it might be a 4 stars for this one. But yeah, I'm not that sure yet. I'm going to continue reading, well, listening, reading, whatever, in a minute I am. And yeah, I will let you know, because I'm nearly done. I've got about half an hour left, I think. 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes left of the audio book. So yeah, I can easily do that in this minute. But yeah, that's it for this one. I'm sorry if you can see my appearance here. Yes, I am still wearing my PJs. Yes, I am wearing my PJs still. I'm in my PJs today. We are Sunday. I'm having a relaxing sit around in PJs day, and I'm just gonna read all day. That's what my plan is, to read. I haven't even brushed my hair. I've just literally just chucked it up in a bun, and that's it. I'm just having a relaxed lazy day today, so there you go. But yeah, I'm gonna go now and continue listening to Beneath the Sugar Sky, and I will be back with you later hopefully, and I will update you on my final thoughts of the book. So yeah, I'll see you later on. Bye. Hi guys, Connie and checking in with you, and also randomly now. Last time I checked in with you, I was saying that I was reading Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shauna Maguire. I finished that and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It wasn't my favourite book out of all the books that I've read so far. It was my least favourite. I only rated it 4 stars. But I still very much enjoyed it. It was still likeable. We did get some new characters in this one. What I would like to see in the future ones, I would, because the characters was a little bit flat. I would say in this, with the new characters, I was very flat. There wasn't that much description about them, so I didn't really like that much. But yeah, other than that, it was okay. I liked seeing some of the characters from the first book back in here, and yeah. I believe one of the books might be about one of the people. I can't remember her name at all. But I know that she's a drowned girl. And I think one of the books is called Where the Drowned Girls Go, or something like that. And yeah, I think it might be about her. So I'm very interested to get into that one. But other than that, I very did enjoy it. And yeah, I did read that one and I very much enjoyed it. Next book that I read after that one is Dick by Ireland by Rebun Aiki, I believe. This oh jeez. Yeah, I rated it 4 stars. I very much enjoyed it. Very much enjoyed it indeed. I was laughing. I must admit, I had a big massive smile on my face from the beginning to the end of this book. There were some bits in here that was funny. It's just the armour that they have to wear. Like, look at this armour here. Here's a picture of all of them in that armour. Like that just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh seeing all of that. And other stuff that's happened in it, I was laughing, and I think there was maybe some dirty laughing going on as well whilst I was reading this. Like, I was laughing and yeah, everything. Yes. I don't really want to explain what this is about, but basically it's about these seven. So there's 7 islands, and basically every 4 years they have a tournament to find their next king. So basically it's been 4 years, they're in the tournament, and basically this tournament is so it basically basically is to do with your physical health and your endurance and everything, and it's basically the first person to come is the loser. And yeah, so they have to do a couple of rounds of that, and yeah, it's very graphic. There's loads of graphic stuff in this for sure, so I'm not showing you any more pages than what you just saw. But yeah, it's something. There are pairs of like relationships, like you are rooting for some of these people. You're like, yep, these two people are going together, these two people are going together, these two people are going together, and you're like rooting for them and everything. And I loved it. I really did love it. And I kind of want to read the second book like right now. But I can't. I will wait until I get it, for instance, for a mood read, or if it ends up on my TBR for one of the months left of this year, because I definitely want to read it before the end of the year. So that's for sure. But yes, I very much enjoyed it. And I really want to read the second one so badly. So yeah, I really did enjoy this. This was 4 stars, very good, well done. Yes. And then the last book that I've read for Faes and Gays readathon, I know that it finished at 4 PM today, but I actually didn't start reading not until about 10 today. So I've gave myself up to like midnight, just so I know that it's not a full 24 hours, but I still wanted to finish the readathon today. On Sunday I did, so I thought, right, I'll give myself from 10 o'clock in the morning when I started until now, what we are, I believe we've just gone 10. Yeah, we have actually gone 10. So I did basically a 12-hour readathon instead, and in 12 hours I've read 4 books. That's really good, and I'm very happy with myself for doing that. So yeah. Yeah, this is the last book that I read for it. It's Rainbow Grey by Laura Ellen Anderson. This, oh my god, this was so good. This was excellent. I love it so much. I know now what the hype is for this one. This was just so great. It was so happy, and I loved it. I loved it so much. It was 5 stars, and oh my god. Okay. My favourite characters out of this is Nim. Nim is the cloud cat. I love this cloud cat. I want a cloud cat as a pet. I just love Nim so much. I really do, and I just love it. This is so good. It was fun, and I just loved it. It was great. I really did love it. loved it so much. So this is about a 10-year-old that is called Ray Gray. And she doesn't have any magical weather powers. So yeah, she basically, instead, as she doesn't have no powers, she wants to be an adventurer instead and go down to Earth and explore Earth and bring back all its treasures. And yeah, well, she's down there because she finds a map in a very old book, and it's a treasure map. So she ends up sneaking down to Earth, and she finds this treasure, and it's not just any treasure, it's magic powers. It is the lost power. It is rainbow power. It's the power of rainbows, and that's how she becomes Rainbow Grey. And there's a lot more to it, and the adventure that they went on. And I knew just by seeing this one person that I knew who the villain was in this book straight away. And yeah, I'm not going to explain everything to it, but yeah, I absolutely loved it. And I have figured out who Gavin is, because Gavin is in this. Gavin is, I believe, Gavin is, hang on. Gavin is Rainbow Grey's dad. He is Hayes. Here, Hayes Grey is Gavin. That's Gavin's character. And yeah, it's just so great. And to be honest, the character actually looks like Gavin, and that is the sort of way I think Gavin would act. So yeah, I just love this so much, and I can't wait to continue this series and read the second book. I also want to read her other books. I know she writes the Amelia Fang series as well, and I really want to read them, and they just look so great to read, so I definitely want to read them. So yeah, that's this one. Okay, and before I wrap it up, I just want to say that I've got 2 books here. I've got two books. I got 2 book mail, not book mail. These are gifts. They got bought for me. Again, I got more book bought for me. So yeah, these 2 I'm very interested in reading, especially this one, as this is more non-fiction. It's more about life and stuff. And it's is How to Live When You Could Be Dead by Deborah James. This one says here, question your life as if you didn't have a tomorrow. Live it the way you want to today. I was alive when I should have been dead. In another movie, I missed the sliding door and departed this wondrous life long ago. Like so many others, I had to learn to live not knowing if I had a tomorrow, because I can't say that. I didn't. At the age of 35, I was blindsided by incredible bowel cancer. I was given less than an 8% chance of surviving 5 years. 5 years later, my only option was to live in the now and to value one day at a time. So yeah, I'm very interested in reading this book. I'm gonna go into this carefully because there's a lot of cancer in my family. So yeah, I'm going to go into this book very carefully, knowing that there's a lot of cancer going around in my family. And so yeah, it's only very short. It's under 300 pages, and oh my god, guys, look at the undercover, that hardcover, just the naked book. So you've got this lovely green spine here, and you've got the front, this lovely yellow with the swells, and this back is this pink with the lines, the heartbeat lines. That's what it reminds me of. Like, this is just so great, and I love it. It's just like a plain baby blue there, and then you just got this pop of colour on the front, and I love it so much. So yeah, I'm very interested in getting to this one. I'm reading this, but like I said, I am going to go into this one very carefully. Next book that I've got here is In Case of an Emergency by Paula Bell. Yeah, this one. It says, surprised to be told she had a near fatal accident outside work, and confess as to why her ex-boyfriend is by her bedside. Bell's HR records still list her ex as her next of kin, but she can't think of a less appropriate person to nurse her back to health. But who can she turn to in a crisis? Over-invested parents, a sister whose life has turned out perfectly, friends she's exchanged dates with over cocktails. If this experience has taught Belle anything, it's that she should reconnect with the most important people from her past. But that's going to be easier said than done, because Belle has never been good at asking for help, and she's doing just fine on her own, isn't she? So yeah, I'm very interested in. So I do believe this is sort of like, I want to say, by an Indian sort of person. I know that it's definitely a POC author, and the character is definitely POC as well. So I'm very interested in reading this. This is also what is it called? Contemporary. Yeah, this is also a contemporary as well. Oh, Lauren Jane Williams run it. Funny and relatable. Okay. Yeah, this one's just got this orange pattern here, and then it's just plain orange underneath the dust jacket. But other than that, it's very pretty. I would have liked to see if it was in Waterstones, if it had a special edition, and if the special sprayed edges was like an ombre, because I think that would look really nice, like to carry on like this, be all pink and then ombre into orange. I think that would look really pretty as it all goes around. But yeah, anyway, very interested in reading that one. But that is all the books that I've got to talk about in this video, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go now because I am extremely tired from reading all of these books that I've read today. I've never read four or five books, how many books it was in one day. I've never done that before, and I'm just my eyes hurt, like. So I am going to go now, and I'm going to go to bed, and I will see you later and see you tomorrow in a new vlog. I'm going to go now. Bye. That is wrong. Cut that out. yeah. If you like the video, guys, give it a big massive thumbs up, and if you want to see more bush content from me, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified. But I will see you in the next one.